Hello and welcome back to 2K14 Universe. I'm Jitch and this is Monday Night Raw. There he is, the man that everybody hates, Hulk Hogan, the self-professed New World Order. Doesn't need Scott Hall, he doesn't need Kevin Nash, he kicked Kurt Hennig 6 to the curb. It's all about this guy, and he claims he will bring about that change all by himself. Well, here tonight, we're gonna see if he's got what it takes to go against one of the most dangerous men on Monday nights. I'm talking about Yokozuna. This guy decided to get involved in Yokozuna's business last week on Raw, costing him a match against Dolph Ziggler that put Ziggler in contention once again for the WWE Championship. Ziggler has denied the allegations. He said that he has no association with Hulk Hogan, and if he has to prove it to people, he'll get in there and he'll choke Hulk Hogan out with his patented sleeper hold. I don't think he's going to get a patent on sleeper hold. I think that's been around for a long time. I'd be very impressed if Dolph managed to get the rights to that, honestly. How much does this guy weigh?
Approaching the ring, weighing 505 pounds, Yokozuna.
Well, this should be an interesting opening match here tonight on Raw. Hulk Hogan, Yokozuna. Yokozuna obviously has, he's been a little bit more spotty with his appearances lately. I don't know why we need to look at his feet for a minute there, but he's been a little bit more spotty on his appearances lately. I haven't seen so much of Yokozuna as we normally do, and it's got me wondering if, you know, perhaps now that there's been some space freed up on Monday nights, we'll see a little more of Yokozuna. Obviously, as I mentioned many times in the past, you know, as we get towards the end of the season, we'll be saying goodbye to some people. Some people will be sticking around. Some new people will be arriving at the start of the new season. But Yokozuna here tonight set to face off against Hulk Hogan. And obviously we've already lost here on Raw one superstar who's been indefinitely suspended. If you don't know who I'm talking about, you can go back to Friday Night SmackDown and hear all about that. I'm not repeating myself. And here tonight, we also know, obviously, that Hulk Hogan no longer aligned with Kevin Nash, Scott Hall. That's freed up quite some space. The NWO were a very prominent part of Monday nights. We'll see if Hogan can keep up that reputation now that he's alone. He was the least successful of the three. So, I mean, hey, I doubt it. So here we go, Hulk Hogan, Yokozuna, starting things off. Yokozuna in control. Now regarding the WWE Championship match coming your way at TLC, we know right now the field is set. Dolph Ziggler set to face off against The Miz, set to face off against the WWE Champion Randy Orton. Triple threat TLC match. But what we don't know is if anyone else will be added to the match. Well, there is possibility that one superstar might be added to the match if he can pick up a win over the WWE Champion tonight. Our main event tonight features the return to the ring of Goldberg. He's going to be getting back inside the ring, facing off against the WWE Champion Randy Orton in our main event. This is not a qualifying match. However, it has been said that if Goldberg can defeat Randy Orton, he will be considered as a extra participant in the WWE Championship match. And I think that would upset The Miz a little bit, truthfully. I mean, I guess it's a 50-50 split, right? Then on one side, The Miz could be happy to have Goldberg in the match because he could be trusting his employee, his bodyguard, to make sure that he wins. But what if Goldberg is more focused on becoming WWE Champion than helping The Miz? Well, in that situation, buckle up. Buckle up, Randy. It's going to be a tough night. Either way, obviously tonight is an important matchup for Randy Orton against Goldberg. I believe the current standing is if Goldberg wins, there'll be some kind of qualifier next week to give Goldberg that shot. Obviously, traditionally, I think beating the champion would give you a shot, but right now, Randy Orton, there's a few people that have beaten him, and they're both competing for the championship at TLC as it currently stands. I tell you, Yokozuna right now, he is all over Hulk Hogan. Big chop to the head of Hulk Hogan, and here comes another one. Got him. Hulk Hogan and Yokozuna back and forth already. But I tell you, Yokozuna, he's promising here. I mean, you gotta think about back when Yokozuna made his debut. What, we're still at the end of November. Season started in April, or 7 months ago, somewhere. I think about 6 months ago. I don't think he was there right from the beginning, but he slammed the giant, brother. Brother, he picked him up and he slammed him down. He lifted him above his head. Brother, he died a week after that. Oh, big headbutt to Hulk Hogan. Oh, and what a slam right there. We have been told that there is some what's the word I'm looking for here? There's been some rumblings, and I don't mean the Royal Rumble. There's been some rumblings going on when it comes to the United States Championship. Now, you may notice a week ago I said, well, hang on a minute. Uh-oh. Hulk Hogan, no selling the belly to belly. Uh-oh, here we go. Classic Hogan. Actually, classic Hogan was him, no selling the belly to belly, for being honest. But, Hogan. Remember when the fans used to yell you along with that? Now they don't even care. Big boot tournament. This match could be over. I'll get back to what I was saying in just a minute. Leg drop connects on Yokozuna. Has Hulk Hogan just defeated this giant? No. Yes, it has been rumored, not confirmed, that at TLC, Kofi Kingston will get a United States Championship opportunity from Cody Rhodes. This was an option, not an option, an invitation extended by the defending United States champion. He says, look, I pride myself in being a great U.S. champion. I recognize a contender when I see one. Kofi, I don't think you need to go back for that European championship. I think you should focus on this right here. And Cody Rhodes has actually issued the challenge to Kofi for TLC. He said, look, face me for the United States Championship. I'd love to see it. I think we'd all love to see it. Come on, Kofi. Take the challenge. I know that, meanwhile, when it comes to the European Championship, as it currently stands, believe it or not, we already have a confirmed match for TLC, assuming Bryan keeps the championship until TLC. I mean, there's only 2 more Raws until then, and he's not scheduled to defend here tonight. But should Bryan walk out of TLC with the European Championship, we will get a one-on-one rematch. The European Championship will be on the line between mentor and student. Bryce Walker will be challenging Daniel Bryan for the European Championship at TLC. And I feel like this is really it coming full circle, honestly. I feel like this is the right guy to be challenging for the championship. I just wish him the best of luck with that. Admittedly, Bryce Walker spent a little time trying to tear apart the announce table. And Daniel Bryan got the cover over on Kofi Kingston whilst he was doing that. And I think because of that, I think Bryce Walker and Daniel Bryan coming up at TLC, it's going to be a table match, naturally. It was playing with a table that cost Bryce the match. Therefore, I don't know, it makes sense somehow. For wrestling logic. Irish whip into the corner, and no. And he just shoved Hogan flat down on his back. Yokozuna has looked great in this match, honestly. Barring Hogan's little comeback sequence a moment ago, I feel like this match has been almost all Yokozuna.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
Oh my god. You gotta love seeing people that size get thrown around. Don't get used to it. I think that that stops soon, thankfully.
This arena starting to come together in support.
We're almost at a season where we move away from that. Finally. I think weight detection's in 15. I don't know if it's as good in 15 as it is in later games, but I think it's there. Hulk Hogan with another leg drop on Yokozuna. And despite all of Yokozuna's efforts, it's like we're in the 1980s because Hulk Hogan gets a couple moves in and wins the match. Well, there you have it. I guess he got his point across, whatever that was. Hogan says that he interrupted in the match last week because Yokozuna got involved in his business a few months back, and Hogan does not forgive or forget. And so he wanted to get revenge, and I guess he got it. Not only back then, but again here tonight. Hulk Hogan defeating Yokozuna as we move forward here tonight. Up next, it is the return of Stone Cold Steve Austin. I can't wait to see this. Let's smash that glass already. Enough with this hot dogging, as they say. Yeah.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Perry, Oklahoma, weighing 263 pounds, the All-American Jack Swagger.
Well, I guess it's safe to say Stone Cold Steve Austin is not the only one returning to the ring here tonight. I don't know when the hell the last time we saw this guy in action was, but it's definitely been a little while. Jack Swagger, one half of the Real Americans. We haven't really seen this tag team at all lately, but Antonio Cesaro, you know, he was on a little bit of a roll for a little bit. And here he is! Listen to that lukewarm reaction.
Approaching the ring from Victoria, Texas, weighing 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. He has said that he's got his sights set on the Royal Rumble in 2 months' time. It's been too damn long. This man has not been WWE champion. And he says right now he is focused on becoming a world champion once again. However, Mick Foley insists these two should continue to pursue the tag team championship. I'm sure Mick would like that very much. I don't think Austin's interested in that tag team anymore. I think they had a score to settle at one point. They settled that score. And I feel like Austin now, he wants that world championship once again. It's been quite some time since Austin has been in contention for the WWE title. TLC is shaping up to be a good one. You never know. Maybe you'll get there before the Royal Rumble match. Of course, it's always possible that Stone Cold Steve Austin is entering himself in the Royal Rumble. Shout out to New Legacy Inc. Please subscribe to them. Get them to 200,000 subscribers. Please, I really want another Rumble fun. Please. Please help. If all of my subscribers were to subscribe to New Legacy, well, probably a lot of you already are, according to the YouTube analytics. That's like my main, that's like the channel that's like the most similar to me in subscribers. So apparently a lot of you already are. But if you aren't, and all of you aren't, let's assume that none of you are. They're at like 158k right now. Then they'd be at 174k. So they still wouldn't even be that close. Come on, help us out here. Well, you know what? The interesting thing is this was billed as Stone Cold Steve Austin's return to the ring, right? What if Jack Swagger picks up a win tonight? I think at that point in time, we got to start putting some respect on the name Jack Swagger. I mean, this guy is a two-time World Heavyweight Champion. Believe it or not. I don't think one of those reigns was very long at all, but... No, there was a point where Jack Swagger was the dominant face of Monday nights. It was about almost 3 years ago, but it was a thing. It did, in fact, happen. He was a very dominant top star here on Raw at one point, with the World Heavyweight title around his waist. And okay, maybe he's had a little bit of a fall. Maybe he's not quite what he used to be, but put some respect on the name Jack Swagger. Big slam there by Austin. What a German suplex. Just sends Austin flying. Jack Swagger. He's motivated. We're almost in the month of December. I believe today is the 26th of November. Why will November never end in this series? I swear I've been in this month forever. I feel like 2012 is just... Oh, okay, let's not go into why 2012 has taken so long, actually. Let's not talk about the many periods of time where I have just not uploaded on this channel at all. Listen good. I am sorry. It's been a crazy time. I feel like I've finally gotten a little bit of a rhythm. Okay, admittedly, I haven't stayed on top of that rhythm as well as I'd like to, but I feel like we haven't gone that long without episodes lately. I feel like the gaps in between episodes are definitely not what they used to be. I feel like there was times where I'd come back, I'd post like 3, maybe 4 episodes, and then I'd go away for another month. I feel like the longest people have to wait these days when I stop is like a week, right? Like, I feel like it's been a lot better, right? I will admit that I'm so done with this game that I'm now counting down how many more times I have to turn this game on and record it. About 36, by the way, in case you're curious. Goes to strike the legs out from Austin and fails. Yes, it's about 30, it's like 36, 38, somewhere like that. Because I record NXT with other episodes. I don't turn this on just to record NXT, otherwise it'd be like 50 something, 60, something like that. If I was to record entire weeks in a sitting, it would only be like 20. The only problem with that is that's kind of hard. Like, dude, I used to do entire weeks in a sitting. Oh, gut wrench powerbomb by Jack Swagger. Goes into the cover on Austin. This would be huge. This would be huge. Whoa! I was about to say what a return for Jack Swagger, but he shut me up. But yes, cover attempt here by Austin. As I said before, for those that don't know, back when I very first ever did like my regular Universe series, that went from like 2012 to no. Okay, good. It went from like 2012 to like 2017. Started here by Austin. I used to record those every week. That was how that worked. I would record them in one sitting, and I would do a whole week in one sitting. And it would take like 4 hours. Because there was a lot of like in-between stuff, admittedly. You know, I was doing that series with someone else. Also, did Jack Swagger just kick out of the stunner at 1? What the hell? Whoa. Uh-oh, someone pressed the button. We stopped piping in the crowd reactions. That was really weird. I've never heard the game do that before. But yeah, for 5 years straight, I used to record 1 full week per sitting. As I said before, admittedly, that was like, I was doing a collaborative with like friends and stuff, and like, it had to work around their schedule, so like when I could get them, I'd get them, and then we'd do like 1 whole week, and obviously sometimes they'd like put it off, and then I'd have to do 2 weeks in one sitting, or like 3 weeks, or you know, whatever, and then there'd just be times where I'd just have to go solo because I couldn't wait any longer because it was so behind, because I was keeping up with the real life calendar too, so like when Raw aired in real life, I would upload an episode of Raw, and so on, and that, you know, that was like good. It looking back, that was like a good system. But obviously these days I want to upload it more often because I want to, like, we're 10 years, well 12 years behind if you want to be correct. Oh, actually, no, we're more 13 years to be honest, because we're in like the start of 2024 and this is at the end of 2012. So wait, that's not 13. What the hell am I? 11. 11 years. The hell am I saying? 12? 13? Where did I get that number from? What year do I think it is right now? I can't do math. Austin coming off the ropes here. Oh, hell yeah. Got him. Austin into the cover. Is this going to be enough to get the job done on Jack Swagger? Is it done? Is it over? What a great finish. Jack Swagger kicks out of the stunner at 1. Loses to the Austin fist drop? I don't even really know what that move is.
He gets a big victory here.
Well, congratulations to Stone Cold Steve Austin. This man is back, and with there being a little more space on Monday nights, we might get used to seeing this sight right here. Austin wins the big one here tonight, coming out with a win over Jack. Definitely a big one. Winning against Jack Swagger, huge. And we'll see if the Shield can keep up their momentum. Seth Rollins has been currently being called the weak link of the Shield after being the only man eliminated from the Survivor Series match. We'll see if he can redeem himself up next in singles competition. Well, moving onwards from Jack Swagger and Austin, here's another person we haven't seen in a long while here on Raw.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Pineville, West Virginia, weighing 216 pounds,
Heath Slater says, I kicked off season 4 as one half of the WWE Tag Team Championships, and I'll be damned if I'm going to be told I'm not good enough anymore. Me and McIntyre, or me and Jinder, or Jinder and Drew. It doesn't matter who. 2 of the 3 of us deserve those tag team titles. Seth Rollins, coming for you. We'll see if Heath Slater can defeat Seth Rollins here tonight. Don't forget, this guy holds a win over The Miz this season. And The Miz is, of course, a very, very decorated individual here on Monday nights, and you know, in the series altogether. So, I mean, maybe anything can happen here in the WWE. Well, look how blurry those fans are. Why only the ones in, like, the middle row, though? That was weird. Like, the ones at the back were fine, and the ones at the front were fine. There's a middle row full of blurry, pixelated fans.
Davenport, Iowa, weighing 209 pounds, one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, Seth Rollins.
Well, obviously, it has eaten away at Seth Rollins that he was the only member of the Shield eliminated in the main event of Survivor Series. But redemption is an important thing here, and Seth Rollins, obviously, I don't want to talk down Heath Slater, but this is some much lighter competition than the NWO for sure. This would be an important night here for Seth to try and bounce back a little bit. That belt looks great on Rollins, by the way. Really like that. Really, really like that. Here we go, Seth. Ooh! Nice way to stop the match off, and obviously Seth Rollins got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder here tonight, so Heath Slater could very well be on the receiving end of that. Heath Slater, of course, notorious giant. He outsizes so many people. I don't know why. I feel like in these early games, I don't know if this changed later down the line, but I feel like the taller people were, the more broad they made them in the older games. So I think the reason that Slater looks so massive compared to Rollins is because he's probably taller than Rollins. I'm going to just assume Slater is a fairly tall guy. But for some reason, whenever they're tall, they make them really broad too, which isn't necessarily true. So he ends up dwarfing people. Like, he's definitely not that big compared to. I don't know if it's just me. It's just whenever I see Slater, I think it's like 13 in this. I don't feel like he was as huge in 12 from what I remember. But like 13 in this, I feel like he's just massive. Like, you put him in a match against like Kofi, and he's like huge compared to him. How tall is Heath Slater? Let me look this up real quick. Because I think it's a height thing. For reference, Seth Rollins, because I don't actually know how tall any of these people are. Seth Rollins is 6'1". How tall is Heath Slater? .6'2". He's only 1 inch bigger. Okay, never mind. That goes, I don't know, he's just so bulky. I feel like they just made him so wide. And I do feel like he towers over people. It's really weird. I don't know. I just feel like they did something really... I mean, obviously 6'2" is not necessarily short. I mean, by wrestling standards, it's like average. I'm 5'9", so these people would greatly tower over me. But like, I don't know, does this bother anyone else? Why is Slater huge? Here comes Roman Reigns. I guess wanted to ensure Seth Rollins had the backup that he needed. And I wonder if Seth, what are you doing? No. Okay. Whew.
Did you think that was going to put away Seth Rollins? I sure as heck did. What a vicious shot with the knee.
That was definitely not what I was expecting to see happen there. I think that was the smash hit by Heath Slater.
This could be big.
I mean, it's basically just the little Jimmy or the pay dirt or what was MVP's one called? I don't remember. Shelton's was the pay dirt. Little Jimmy's was obviously our truth. MVP did it as well, but I can't remember what his was called. Was it the Playmaker? I thought the Playmaker was the big boot in the corner. No, that was the player's boot. Maybe it was the Playmaker. Why did so many people do a jumping complete shot? I mean, it's an alright move. I don't feel like that many people needed. No, that's the smash hit. DDT! Okay, I don't remember what Slater's is called. Rollins is out cold. Roman Reigns has got the attention of the freaking nature Heath Slater. Kick to the back. Shield's momentum really at stake here. Dean Ambrose recently knocked out of contention for the United States Championship. These guys responsible for getting rid of the NWO as a group. No more Kevin Nash, no more Scott Hall. You can't help but wonder who's going to be next in line for them as the tag team champions. Right now here on Raw, there isn't exactly a huge variety of tag teams to step up, actually. Registered tag teams on Raw include Austin and Foley, although they don't seem to be teaming anymore. 3MB. Slice bread here by Rollins. Into the cover, very nice. Is this going to be enough to get the job done? Almost. Rollins, what are you doing? Rollins is getting all fired up. He's getting fired. He's saying, yeah, bring it on. Okay, that was strange. Why did he do that? Big knee off the ropes. Very nice covering. There you go. That's it. Heath Slater is invincible. This man cannot be stopped. There you go. Now you're talking. Season 4. Season 4. Season 4. It looks like he's going to actually survive this one. Wow. It appears that Roman has decided, hey, Seth, you've got this under control. I trust you. Ooh, big cross. I like that flippy crossbody by Heath Slater. I don't feel like anyone else really does that. Oh. Inverted Russian leg sweep. What? That's not right. Roman Reigns, what? Oh, no. Heath Slater just pinned Seth Rollins. Well, Roman Reigns looking very disappointed. And just like that, I think Heath Slater might have made 3MB contenders for the tag team titles. Uh-oh. What is going on with Seth Rollins lately? Well, congratulations to Heath Slater. I mean, he's a decorated multi-time tag team champion. And here tonight, he's a winner. Well, we move on. Up next, Dolph Ziggler and The Miz. Two people who will compete for the WWE Championship. Two people we thought were on the same page will be competing against each other one-on-one up next.
Making his way to the ring from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing 200
Well, this ought to be an interesting match here tonight. The Miz and Dolph Ziggler set to face off one-on-one. I don't know if we've ever witnessed this match before, but obviously both of these two right now are in contention for the WWE Championship. They'll meet in a triple threat TLC match in just under 3 weeks now. 16th of December it will be. You can check it out here. It'll be right here, and it probably won't be in 3 weeks. Let's hope it's under that. Please don't take that long.
And approaching the ring from Hollywood, Florida, weighing 223 pounds, Dolph Ziggler.
And of course, I feel like this could be Dolph's night. You know, he has 2 wins over Randy Orton. And I feel like heading into TLC, Dolph Ziggler could finally get that 3rd win over Randy Orton. He could be the new WWE champion. Now, the important thing to remember about a TLC match is it can end in an instant, because the goal is to climb the ladder and bring down the championship. That's it. You don't have to wear your opponents down too much. I mean, obviously that helps too, but you don't have to focus too much on that. What you need to focus on is the prize. The prize hangs above the ring. Of course, I hope we get a great competitive match, but if we don't, well, we don't. Plain and simple. Randy Orton, the last time he competed in a ladder match, he won that thing in like 3 minutes. Dolph was in that match. It was the Money in the Bank unification match. Randy Orton very quickly grabbed the Money in the Bank briefcase, and then he went on to cash in that same night on The Rock. Still no news on when The Rock will be returning to the ring, by the way. The Rock has declared that Randy Orton better still be champion when he comes back, because he wants that WWE title. But first and foremost, he wants Randy Orton's ass on a platter. He's hungry, and it's time to eat some ass. Knees to the gut of The Miz. I'm really looking forward to our main event tonight. Randy Orton and Goldberg. This should be an interesting first time. Goldberg has not competed on Raw in quite some time, to the point we were starting to wonder where exactly he is. But The Miz says that he decided to sign Goldberg up for tonight's main event because he believes that Randy Orton, if he set foot in the ring with Goldberg, may not make it to TLC, and we could see a rematch between these two with the title hung above the ring. We'll see if that can come true. Goldberg is definitely pretty lethal, but I don't know. I feel like Ziggler has built so much momentum for himself recently. It'd be a real shame for it to come to an end here tonight. But obviously, in the same breath, The Miz has picked up 2 very big wins. Whether it was 2 weeks ago here on Raw when he defeated Randy Orton in the main event, to the shock of, I think, a lot of people, or whether it was last week on Raw when The Miz absolutely dominated Shawn Michaels. I feel like The Miz has been on a tear, but you can't ignore what Dolph Ziggler has accomplished in recent weeks in his own right. Sure, he lost to Cody Rhodes, but in the last month, Dolph Ziggler has 2 victories over Randy Orton, as well as a victory over Yokozuna last week, which was very impressive. On paper, you put Dolph Ziggler up against The Miz. I don't think a lot of people are expecting Ziggler to come out with a win, but emphatic victory, honestly.
There's an eerie calm in the eyes of The Miz. He's relishing this moment. Look past the ring at the top. A super kick.
Ooh.
This could be the beginning of the end.
Good hold that one as I take a big yawn. I'm getting sleepy. I normally would be asleep right now, but I wanted to make sure I actually got some of these done.
A sharp elbow drop. He's putting those educated feet to good use. There's going to be a lot of offense in this match. Look at this. That's definitely going to the canvas the hard way.
Miz with a drop kick to the leg, and Ziggler was really favoring the knee off of that one. Is he not even close? Skull crushing finale. Nope. Ziggler reverses it. Ziggler coming up from behind. I really thought we were going to see a zigzag there. Ooh. And he slams him down. And of course, T will be a part of that TLC. Tables will count. I mean, they won't help them win, but they'll be a big part of the match. And it looks like Dolph Ziggler is perhaps going to try and get a message across for The Miz and Randy Orton. Dolph Ziggler DDT through the table. You can expect many more announced table spots in the coming weeks, I'm sure, with TLC around the corner. Zigzag. Was that a zigzag? I believe that was a zigzag. It was a very strange looking one if it was, but I believe it was. And Miz manages to kick out. A DDT through the table and a zigzag. Very impressive that Miz was able to kick out on that. And now Ziggler into a sleeper hold. Maybe that wasn't a zigzag. Dolph Ziggler into that sleeper hold on the Miz, and he has been using this thing like mad recently. It has been getting him a lot of wins, though, credit where due. Miz seems to be hanging in there, though. I don't think this is going to get the job done, but the longer he kept that locked in, the more damage it was doing. And of course, you see Miz still on the floor. Ziggler capitalizes with a cover attempt, and even though Miz did not tap out, he clearly passed out to the sleeper hold. Ziggler into the cover for the 3 count. Wait a minute, Miz showing respect to Dolph, and I've been mentioning before, I felt like these two work great as a team, but mutual respect between them. Randy Orton, I'd be very careful heading into TLC, because if Goldberg beats Randy, if Goldberg was to get added to that match, it's only going to stack the odds less in the favor of the defending champion.
The WWE Champion, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton.
Well, I tell you now, I feel like coming here to Monday nights, cashing in that briefcase, becoming the WWE Champion, I feel like this has been an uphill struggle for Randy Orton since his first day back here on Raw, when Dolph Ziggler defeated him. Yes, he came out on top at TLC, but the pressure is on. The spotlight has been on this guy, and obviously, sorry, no, Survivor Series, not TLC. But now he walks into TLC, and right now he's up against The Miz and Ziggler, who seem to have formed an alliance. And honestly, it makes you wonder, you know, what is Randy Orton going to be able to keep that championship coming out of TLC? I mean, right now, the odds are so stacked against the defending champion. And obviously here tonight, he's up against Goldberg. This is going to be a real tough challenge for the WWE champion. He's never faced someone like this before. Well, yes he has, but he's never faced this guy before. Miz's security. Remember, this man is personally contracted by one of the two contenders for the WWE Championship. Miz brought Goldberg in. He could just as easily take him out, but obviously he's faithful to his protection. And I mean, why wouldn't it be? Goldberg has been so impressive ever since his debut match back when he defeated Daniel Bryan. Ever since then, I feel like Goldberg has been a constant on and off presence here on Raw. Could the WWE title be on the horizon for this man? If he can beat Randy Orton here tonight, I'd say most likely. Can he beat Randy Orton tonight, though? That's the question. So here we go, Randy Orton and Goldberg, the battle of who likes tribal designs the most. Big neck breaker by Goldberg there. Goldberg coming in quick and hard with those shots, but Randy Orton striking back with his speed. I was about to say speed is one thing Randy Orton has over Goldberg, but I'll tell you, Goldberg moved pretty damn fast for someone his size. Part of what makes this guy so unpredictable. He's explosive in his offense. It's SmackDown's Ryback. Yeah, Goldberg's a lot like him if he was athletic, talented, had appeal. He's basically nothing like him, but they are both bald and muscular.
This will be a physical battle. The quick kick.
Uh-oh, Randy, look out here. Huge suplex by Goldberg, and Goldberg no stranger to the main event. He's been in this main event scene several times over before. At one point, ooh, well, they gave The Rock a run for his money. I believe it was The Rock that handed Goldberg his first loss after debuting here on Raw. Kicks Goldberg right in the jaw there. And a belly to belly sends Randy Orton across the ring.
Look at that. This is why Goldberg's the man.
Right, suplex takedown by Randy Orton. I've been told that after Heath Slater's victory over Seth Rollins, 3MB will challenge for the Tag Team Championship next week here on Raw. I hope this isn't the beginning of the end for the Shield already. I mean, man, these guys, they've been great. Maybe this was just a one-off win here. Maybe Seth Rollins' confidence is just a little shook right now, and he'll bounce back tomorrow when he's got next week when he's got Roman Reigns in his corner. A bit more in his element. Takes down Randy Orton there. Goldberg in control, and a kick to the back of Randy Orton.
There's going to be a lot of offense in this match.
Oh boy, Randy learning firsthand. Goldberg has a counter for every move.
Man, that looked bad. Oh, big right hand. Nice dodge there. Missed him. Oh, and he lands that one right to the head.
And what a takedown there by Goldberg once again. Randy seems to be spending an awful lot of time flat down on the mat. Goldberg, ooh, with a neck breaker. The WWE champion seems to be in trouble. Uh-oh. Perhaps he's going to go to that plate. Never mind.
What a match. He's got him.
What is...
Man, did you hear that?
Goldberg's hitting Randy Orton's outside of the ring. I mean, I mentioned before that Miz said Goldberg may make sure Randy doesn't make it to TLC. Is this more about injuring Randy Orton than it is about defeating Randy Orton? Goldberg sure looked like he was taking Randy to that barricade. I wouldn't be surprised if Miz has put Goldberg up to the task. He's just said, look, go out there and hurt Randy. That's all I care about you doing. Unbelievable. Randy back inside the ring. Goldberg with a set of steel steps. And, oh, that is not legal. Referee, I guess, at his discretion has decided to allow that. I kind of hit the ref a little bit. I'm surprised he allowed that. And they need to get those steel steps out of there. Oh, he does, thank goodness. Oh, boy. This is probably it. Randy Orton into the jackhammer. That's gotta be it. And Goldberg pins the WWE champion. Well, I think this man has just earned himself the right to be added to the TLC match, if you ask me. But It's not down to me, except it is. But I will say this. I have been informed that there will be a 4th participant in the TLC match, but it may not be Goldberg because he has one obstacle to overcome next week here on Raw. In our main event, it will be Goldberg and Hulk Hogan one-on-one, and the winner will become the 4th participant in the WWE Championship TLC match. We've been told this will be the final entry into the match. It'll be either Hogan or Goldberg joining Randy Orton, The Miz, and Dolph Ziggler. Well, thank you all for watching tonight's episode of Raw, and I will see you next week when the Shield defend the tag team titles against 3MB and more.